What is up? Welcome to the Urban Thrift Shop. I am Brody, and I am starting this channel to document my reselling journey. I should have did this when I first started, but I'm doing it now. I've only been reselling for maybe like 9 months now. So the first video I'm going to make is things I wish I knew before I started reselling. So hopefully it can help all of you new resellers. So the first thing I wish I knew, one of the first things I wish I knew when I started reselling is start your own website. Now this is going to be a little bit of a controversial one. You don't need to do this, but this is such a power play to do. And I know a lot of people do not have the technical skills to do this like I do. But if you start your own website, what it does is it gives you the power to, when you get to meet people like how I'm talking to you all, and I'll put a link in the description so you can see my website. My new one, I had another one, I redid it, and I'm uploading new merchandise to that one, to the new one. When you meet somebody who's off the platform, you can have them just buy through your own website. Platform fees can absolutely destroy certain products. Like, I had a bunch of DVDs, and I still have a bunch of DVDs that I need to sell. The problem is when you're on a platform, it's a race to the bottom. Multiple people are selling Zoolander, right? So you have to put your price as low as everybody else's. On top of that, the platform is going to take a fee. So the DVD was only going to run you were only going to be able to make maybe like, $3 or $4 if you were lucky, and the platform is going to eat into that. When you have your own website, you can put that same DVD, you can put Zoolander on your website, and you can push people there and totally get rid of platform fees. And if you have a loyal customer base, you won't have to have a race to the bottom. Also, you'll hear the horror stories of people who are on like eBay or whatever, and you wake up one day and your account is shut down. You don't know why. You didn't do anything to your knowledge, but your account is no more. Having your own website gives you a certain level of stability that you know that if you're building your social media following, that you can always direct them to your own website, and you won't have to totally freak out if another platform like bans you or whatever. I've had that happen on eBay. I don't know why. Even to this day, one of the old accounts literally still has money in it, to where the account was not in the negative. I had sales and it was just gone. I don't know why. Couldn't get help. So start your own website as soon as you possibly can. Number 2, not everything is going to sell. Know what you're looking for. Just because it's cheap or it's vintage does not mean that it has resale value. You're going to need to do some research on brands, styles, the current trends, and you're going to need to learn how to recognize high value items very quickly. Things like the denim, the leather, the tag, or rare graphics. Those are going to be key pieces that's going to help you get more sales. Number 3, hidden costs add up. The gas that you're going to be using to drive to the stores to get more product, your shipping supplies, so like your boxes, your bags, the tape, the printer if you have one, platform fees, especially on places like Poshmark, are all going to cut into your profit margin. So remember that hidden costs do add up. So make sure that you take really good care to keep track of your expenses, and maybe even consider using a spreadsheet. I know it's extra work, but it will actually help. Number 3, reselling is way more work than you think. You are not just shopping. You are doing photography, you're cleaning, you're mending, measuring, listing, and shipping. Creating quality listings and maintaining customer service. Creating quality listings and maintaining customer service is pretty much a full-time job. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to create realistic goals and figure out how many items per week and per day you can actually list, especially if you're listing on multiple platforms, and ship. So remember, reselling is way more work than you actually think. Number 4, you probably heard this one before. Good photographs make or break sales. It's just like food. If the food doesn't look good, you're not necessarily going to be as quick to eat it, opposed to if the food looks delicious. Sometimes the food may not look good, but it tastes better, but you wouldn't even know because you're not going to eat it. And then food will look good, then you eat it, and it just doesn't really taste like anything. This is the same thing. Quality photos will make or break your sale. So make sure to use natural lighting, a clean back, get multiple angles of your shots, and detailed close-ups will help your item stand out. And remember to take photos of any defects in your item. Also, to piggyback on that, make sure you take flat layouts, use mannequins or actual models. Those do really help. So if you can take pictures with you with the clothes on, that's going to go a long way in getting the sale. It's going to increase the visual appeal of the item. And buyers shop with their eyes. So your photos are your storefront. So remember, good photos make or break sale. Next, shipping can be a nightmare. A lot of times shipping sucks. You need to know the weight, know the dimensions, and being able to figure out the best carrier is absolutely critical. It's crucial. USPS versus UPS versus pirate ship versus platform specific labels, it all matters. Underestimating the shipping can crush your profit and lead to returns. So make sure you have yourself a very good system when it comes to knowing the shipping. A lot of times I would recommend lay out a category of clothes like your shirts, your short sleeve shirts, your long sleeve shirts, button downs, polos. Weigh all of those things out ahead of time and keep a list of all of it. So, a black t-shirt is going to pretty much be the same as a white t-shirt. So if you already know the shipping is going to be like $4.68, using the packaging that you're going to use for that item is going to save you time. Just like with basketball sneakers, you're going to have like the same type of box all the time, especially if you buy them off of like Amazon, like how I do. The package is always going to be the same. It's just going to be different shoes, and if it's basketball shoes, they should be roughly the same weight. That's going to help you with your consistency of knowing how the shipping is going to work. Figure that out early on, and it's going to save you a world of trouble. Next, seasons and trends matter. You do not want to necessarily be buying basketball shorts in the winter, just like you're not going to necessarily want to buy winter coats in the summer. Unless it is a designer coat, then it's going to sell all year round. A Gucci coat is going to sell in all 4 seasons. You're going to want to track fashion cycles and plan ahead. Quarter 4, which is October through December, are huge for sales. So tools like Google Trends or checking eBay's sold listings can help you predict the current demand. Next, I think this is like number 8. Not all thrift stores are created equal. Some are absolute gold mines, while others are overpriced and already picked over. So you're going to want to have several to pick from. Get to know the best local spots, their restocking schedule, and their discount days. And do not sleep on estate sales, garage sales, and outlet markets, and bin outlets. Next, keep your business legal, unless it's straight cash. Once you're making money consistently, I would recommend registering your business with an LLC. I know we don't want to really think about that, but if you're making money consistently and you're going to have to be dealing with your taxes, you're going to kind of have to do this. Well, you don't have to do nothing, but I would highly recommend it because it's going to save you a pain in the butt later. That way you can even factor in collecting sales tax, a little bit of tax on your products when you're listing them. And make sure that you keep your paperwork in line so you can track your income for the IRS. Staying legal is going to help you avoid like some major headaches down the line. And I would also recommend learning about your deductions, especially if you're traveling to go get new product. If you're buying packaging, like all of those things are deductions. So you can figure out how to buy things or maybe even buy some new clothes yourself. And if you don't like it, you can use that as a deduction. it goes on and on. I'll do a video about that in the future. So like, subscribe, share, and turn on post notifications. Okay, next, customer service equals return business. Make sure when you talk to your customer or your potential customer that you are responsive, you're polite, and you are absolutely honest. Some of the things they really like is fast shipping, secure packaging, and great communication, and you're gonna get like 5 stars. A strong reputation brings you repeat customers. Also another reason to have your own website. And lastly, I think this is probably number 11 at this point, reselling is a game of patience and persistence. Not every item is gonna flip fast. Some will literally sit for months. That's totally normal. Building inventory, learning the market, and creating systems takes time. Stay consistent and you will start to see some real profit. So those are some of the things I wish I knew that when I first got started. And hopefully those things can help you out too. I mentioned the website before, and if anybody needs help developing a website, or if you already have one and you need help redesigning it, I do develop and design websites. That's one of my other businesses, so feel free to message me. I'm going to leave my contact in the description section below, and I'm going to leave a link to my newest website that I'm uploading my stuff on now, so you guys can see it. And if you see something you like, hey, why not go ahead and buy it? It'll only help me out, right? So that's going to be it. I do other content on social media, but I am going to also add reselling to my Discord. So I'm going to have a whole new category for and a whole new channel for my resellers. So if you're on Discord, feel free. I'm going to go ahead and link it in the description section as well. And just join my resellers channel and ask any questions you want. And feel free to communicate with me there. So anyway, until next time, I'll make another video later. Thanks for tuning in. Like, subscribe, share, turn on post notifications. Check out my website. Join me over on TikTok as well. Until next time, this is Brody B-Rock from the Urban Thrift Shop. Wishing you the best of luck. Oh, and I'm going to post a list. I'm going to post a list for items that I think that you're going to need. The paper, the shipping papers, the printers, tape, and all that stuff. I'll post it down there too. These things are going to make your life so much easier. Anyway, until next time, this is Brody signing out. Peace.